My good this week is Raheem Mostert. Projected to only get 11.5 against the Commies defense, who are ranked 24th. The Dolphins normally put on points against bad teams like Dallas and all the Bills do. So I think he smashes at 11, nearly gets 20 with a touchdown or two with 90 yards. But that's my good. My bad, even though I've predicted him to win, I think Debo Samuel will have a shocker and Ayuk will be the star. He got called out on Twitter by AJ Brown and the Philly fans to show up this time and not cry on the sideline. Projected to get 12.77, and I think he won't do too well in Lincoln Financial.
The Lincoln financial crisis. All right, I'll go since I'm in the silver medal position. Unfamiliar territory for me this season. I'm going to go my good SK Brian Robinson Jr.
Ooh.
It's pretty reasonably rostered. Look, guys, I've gone back to back weeks with, real sketchy picks that no one knows who Tutu Atwell is.
David it
Jackson's
out.
Jackson Smith and Jigba the week before. I want to go something that is relatively on the safe side. And I can't quite remember off the top of my head who they're playing, but I was looking at this earlier and thinking it was a good matchup against a reasonably poor run defense. But I'm going with Brian Robinson Jr. My bad SK, on the other hand, is going to be DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks, trekking into Dallas, will be well covered, possibly covered by your new hero, Evan, and hoping not to get picked off in another pick six for the great man Bland, who is the absolute opposite of his name, by the way. Nothing bland about the guy, but bad SK DK Metcalf for me.
You know, a double move and he's gone for 70, DK. Never know. Mitch,
Let's just
in
see.
bronze, your bronze this week, if you didn't hear.
No, I know. I'm constantly in bronze at the moment. Good SK for me. It was a bad SK only a couple of weeks ago. Chris Godwin,
Ooh.
11.67 projection. I think that he gets into the 17 to 18 range this week and possibly even hits 20. I think that Tampa will be able to move the ball this week. So I'm on Chris Godwin to have a day. Bad SK for me. I was along the psychoanalytical line of AJ Brown, and I actually think that I was tossing up whether to go Brandon Ayuk to have a bad day with the challenge to Debo Samuel or Devonta Smith to have a bad day with AJ dominating. So I'll go with Smith, who's obviously played really well the last couple of weeks, 14.84 projection against a good defense. Philadelphia have lost time in possession 3 weeks in a row. So hard for, although he's been the star receiver the last 2 weeks, the second guy, to have another big game. So I'll go him projecting well under his 14.84. Devonta Smith, stay off this week.
Beauty. So we got John's picks. His good is Samaj Perrin of the Broncos, running back, versus Houston, projected to get 7.65. Yeah, that was his prediction. I don't know who he is, to be honest. Sorry.
It's a
Uh,
fucking good
Samaje
prediction. It's a
Perine.
fucking good prediction. I'm telling you, Samaje Perine, just as I enter the chat in perfect timing, currently wearing my hat backwards because my daughter asked me to. Don't argue with a 3.5-year-old who's woken up during her sleep and is very upset with her daddy for being loud. Samaje Perine.
I said that's so wrong.
I did hear you. Samaj Perine, projected to
Perrin.
get 7 point something, and he will get a lot more because he will find the end zone again. I don't know how many consecutive weeks, but he's been unseating Javonte Williams, which is quite cool. Did we do bad SKs as well?
You can do your bad.
Oh, okay, so I can kick off the bads, just in case I get called away. The bad this week is Brock Purdy, projected to get 21 point something or 19 point something against Philly. I understand it says that Philly's got one of the worst defenses when it comes to passer, according to fantasy statistics. That being said, Brock Purdy has put up 9 points in wins where he's looked okay, just because he doesn't do anything that spectacular. So I'm riding that into Philly. I don't think he's going to put up 19 point something. Put him on your bench. He's a quarterback that's not going to get more than 12 this week, even if he doesn't throw any picks.